Clock strikes midnight, lights go low. DC's frozen, but the bills still grow. Checks don't clear, rent comes due. Working without pay, what are we supposed to do? Now the dome's just empty halls. Spirit Halloween put up their walls. Rubber masks where the law should be. Selling costumes of democracy. Promises fade in the Capitol fight. Families can't wait for a deal overnight. Insulin costs more than rent in this town. Ghosts of a shutdown haunt all around. Shut it down, but we still carry on. Hearts beat louder when the checks are gone. Voices rise like a protest song. Spirit in the Capitol can't shut us down. Can't shut us down. Can't shut us down. Yeah. Plastic sights and vampire teeth cover the cracks in the marble beneath. A house of masks, a senate of bones, selling tricks while we need loans. Premiums rise, Medicaid falls, but they're busy hanging cobwebs in the halls. Ghost lights flicker, the truth gets blurred when the people are props and the law's just a word. Promises fade in the Capitol fight. Fearies can't wait for a deal overnight. We're not afraid of the threats they sound, even when the spirit shop takes the town. Shut it down, but we still carry on. Hearts beat louder when the checks are gone. Voices rise like a protest song. Spirit in the Capitol can't shut us down. Yeah, Hauser's not a costume, not a mask, not a game, but they swap it for a cape in a plastic flame. Back pays promise, but the rent won't wait. Contractors cut off while the shelves inflate. Skeleton crew runs the nation's floor, while Spirit Halloween sets up shop in the core. This is cosplay power, seasonal lies, but the people are the ones who will never disguise. Shut it down, but we still carry on. Hearts beat louder when the checks are gone. Voices rise like a protest song. Spirit in the Capitol can't shut us down. Shut down scars, but it won't define. The people hold the power, the streets are mine. Every mask fades, every costume's done. Still we carry on till the work is won. Can't shut us down. Can't shut us down.
Good morning. Oh, I gotta switch the layout and put myself on screen. Hey, there's me. Good morning. It is, what is it? It is Saturday, October 11th. Is that right, Embryon? I think it's correct. Saturday, October 11th at 10:07 a.m. I feel like I just ended stream last night, but here we are. Gotta stay on the grind, you know? So we're up and at 'em. Apparently Trump went to the hospital. I don't know, maybe we'll look into that. But for now, we'll wait for some folks to join. And when you do, reminder that you can control your chat color, your text color, your name color on my overlay. Like I have here, these beautiful Hulk colors. Very cute, very pog. We've been listening to the Spirit Halloween song every morning as long as the government has been shut down, which, by the way, yes, the federal government is still shut down today, obviously, as of October 11th. Trip, good to see you. Welcome, Trip Trip. How you doing, buddy? Good morning. Make sure you all like the stream on your way in. It's huge. If you cannot support the stream with your funds, support us with your thumbs. We love that. We love thumbs. I hope everyone is well also. I'm well. I'm well. A little groggy maybe. Probably could have slept longer, but the show must go on. Brown seems well. He's chewing on a ball. Yeah, you chewing on that ball? Good boy. Shredding it to pieces, I'm sure. Do not. Just don't eat the foam, okay? Lauren coming in early. Oh, damn, you just... Yeah, literally. You know, we just got here. It's only been a couple minutes. Welcome, Lauren. Good to see you. I hope you're well. We got Trip Trip. We got Lauren. Who else? I know there's some lurkers. We love our lurkers. But if you want to say hi, or good morning, perhaps, please do. Sound off in the chat. Let me know when you're here. But yeah, the government is obviously still shut down, so we listened to our good morning, or our Spirit Halloween in the Capitol song, which is still hilarious. One of my favorite memes of all time, and the only good thing about the government shutdown, realistically, is that I get to reference this meme. Lauren just got yelled at by someone on a panel. What panel? Is it still alive? Can I go fight with them? I mean, not about that, just because I just, you know, I love a good panel fight. I think I saw, was it Dusty? I saw Dusty was still alive. Or is that over? He just ended, and he didn't even raid me. Did you deserve it? Why were they yelling at you? Trip Trip is sorry that happened. I'm not sure. I'm undecided on how I feel about it. That person yells at you all the time. What was it about? Defend yourself. Defend your honor. Tell us the lore. The lore. The Lauren lore. He didn't want my comments on the screen. Well, that sounds like a beef with the host, right? Or was it Dusty? Did Dusty not want your comments on the screen? But he'd be the one putting them up there, so that can't be it. Good morning, Nicody. No. New to which part? I asked so many questions, and then you guys just answer with like a yes or no. You gotta be more clear, okay? He was on someone else's channel. Oh, okay, I got you. Wait, so okay, well, I still have no fucking clue, but what were you typing? What were the comments? I feel like I need more content. I'm still agnostic as to whether or not I should defend you or not. Were you talking mad shit? Because I'll defend you talking mad shit. I myself talk a little mad shit. While you're sorting that out, I do have a little quiz here that I made. Oh, it might be fun to work through. It was just because my comments were on screen, someone else was controlling the StreamYard. But like, okay, hang on. Oh, don't put that bitch's comments on screen. Oh, okay, I see. So it was a personal beef. Fair enough, alright. I'll take your side by default, okay? Because you're a loyal chatter. But if I found out you were saying some crazy shit and I have to disavow, I got timed out on another channel. Why are you guys getting in trouble? I never get in trouble. I'm such a well-behaved panelist. I never have to deal with any of these things. Getting booted from panels or being timed out or banned. That never happens to me. I wasn't saying anything crazy. That's exactly what someone who was saying something crazy would say. I just existed. That was your first mistake. How dare you? Lauren L. Many such cases. No. Lauren W. No, give Lauren some W's in the chat, guys. Lauren W. That's why my name starts with an L. Yeah, that's why mine starts with an R. Ryan R. I feel like... Wait, my name is actually Orin. I just put the L there for all the L's I take. Respect. I think I made this quiz maybe even before yesterday's stream. Trip. I feel like there's a missing part of this story that's not popping up. Maybe it was YouTube TOS. Maybe that's why. Maybe whatever it was TOS. But apparently you said a bit more and then they timed me out. It'd be like that sometimes, you know? But you probably won't get timed out here. I've never seen you say anything that would warrant me timing you out here, so. But yeah, I think I made this quiz yesterday before yesterday's stream, so I guess I'll see if my understanding of all the stuff that we learned about Bet ICANN versus Ryan Lopez, probably. An inferior Ryan appears. You're happy to put it to the test, or yeah. We are happy to put you to the test. That's something like that. I have to fix my chat colors and text colors, but I'm lazy. Wow, get it together, Lauren. Dakota says, I mostly don't go in the opposition's chats. I don't blame you. We aren't all as masochistic as I am, for example. Trip says, I brought up kids being attacked. I think that was it. Shit. Jeez. I hate dual streaming. You mean like battle streaming? Or do you mean streaming to multiple platforms? Because you spelled it dual like a battle. Yeah, I mean, give it your best shot, Ryan. What do you got? We're actually Ryan Lopez. I'm actually planning on putting together a Ryan tier list at some point. I think that'll be a lot of fun, putting together a Ryan tier list. So if it sounds like you might make the list. Well, people are streaming from someone else's channel. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Don't judge my spelling or I'll fight you. I'm sorry. D. You're a D? You're a D list, Ryan? I mean, I would probably agree, if I recall correctly. If you're the Ryan I'm thinking of. I feel like I've seen you post some cringe from time to time. I sometimes go maters only because you and Effigy are mods. That's fair. Come here, baby boy. You guys want to see the boy? So, good morning, Umbreon. Good morning, Umbreon. Tell him how you feel. Tell him how you feel. He gets camera shy. Importantly, I'm not judging your spelling. I'm just making fun of it. That's an important distinction. I'm not. I might not judge you for it, but I might mock you for it. Why doesn't he have the shot collar on? Because he's been good today. But if he pisses me off, you know how it works. If he tries to leave his spot, I'm still not actually convinced. I've gone back and forth on the whole Hassan shot collar thing. I'm not at this point. I remain a little bit more skeptical than I was initially. No one likes a spelling not Z. Well, again, I'm not policing it. Just kind of riffing on it. Trip says they were blaming Muslims for literally everything in the UK and spreading misinformation like there's a Muslim invasion in the UK, so I stopped being quiet. Well, good for you. Good for you. Calling that shit out. I mean, that's how they talk about immigrants here, too. It is genuinely dangerous rhetoric. But the people who are crying about being called fascists will be happy to use words like invasion with regards to immigrants. It's very curious. Very curious. Ryan Lopez says, I'm a terrible speller. It's okay, Ryan. I edited the word because I didn't know if you would get mad at the real word. I think YouTube might. I don't know if the YouTube chat will censor it or not. I don't personally care that much. I feel like it's always context. Like, I think even like monetization doesn't care unless there's like you're saying something crazy about it, like glorifying them or some shit like that. Maybe. Just got carried away with the news I reported. How did Antifa start getting pronounced Antifa instead of Antifa? Or is it Antifa instead of Antifa? I don't know which one. Accent on the middle instead of the last like it should be. I don't know. I don't know how to read accents properly. Isn't the... Okay. And... Oh, see, that's the difference. I don't care what names you use anymore, libs. You did that. When everything's Nazi, nothing is. That's what Ryan Lopez says. Thank you, Ryan Lopez. It's a channel owner thing, not a YouTube thing. Yeah, I agree. Accent on middle instead of last. Can you... A little more dramatically? No, I think we did good. Yeah, our OG wouldn't have a channel. True. Wiener. No, sir. Here he goes. I'm going to have to get the shot caller out. I would never. Oh, is this your bone? Look what he did to this. Shredded it. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry, buddy. Though I did convince him to stop saying it like 30 times a stream. That's probably a good call. Especially for someone who self-identifies as one. Did he just fetch his own stick? No, I threw it in. My point is, instead of pronouncing it Antifa to remain its true meaning, the Antifa gives it some notorious meaning. Okay. Antifa. And I feel like I hear the word anti. I'm more confused now. Because I feel like the longer, like the multiple E's is like anti. But when I think anti, or I guess you're saying like Antifa. I guess I can pick up what you're putting down. I guess anti. Yeah, now that I think about it. Like, I'm anti-fascism. No, I'm not I'm not... We know who wears the shot collar in that relationship? Yeah, it's Umbreon. I mean, listen to him whining and whining and whining. Because he doesn't get his way. If I had a shot caller, you know he would not whine like that. I would zap you. Zappy zappy. Be like Ryan used Thunder Shock on Umbreon. Anyway, so I made this quiz to review the recent events in Illinois, and it like randomly generates 20 questions, and I'm gonna go through them and see what I know about it. Is the stream? No, I did just see a thing that you're getting buffering in my YouTube studio. Hopefully that goes away soon. I apologize, but it's probably not just you. Everyone. Okay, we're back. We should be back. Sorry about that, guys. I need to start using like an Ethernet connection, because just doing Wi-Fi on my... No, it's not just you. It's my tooth. Yeah, that's true. Aunt Ega. No, it's happening again. Can I change the latency? I guess not. It's kind of annoying. Okay, I think we're back. I think it's because I'm using ultra low latency and it hates it. Wiener. It's okay, Bobby. Come here. My point is, pronouncing it that way distorts the actual meaning of it. Sure. I don't disagree. It turns it into like a separate thing. I hear what I'm picking up what you're putting down, Nicody. Just gives no room for underruns. Yeah. My bad. I need to start using low latency instead of ultra low. That's probably a better thing to do. Trip says, I buffered once in 2009 for 4 minutes. My fingers were never the same. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That must have been rough. Anyway, I'm going to do this dumbass quiz thing. It's not dumbass. It's a very cool quiz, actually. I'm being self-deprecating there. I shouldn't do that. Gotta build myself up, guys. I followed Warren Buffett's investment advice. You're not doing a very good job at getting timed out from my chat, Ryan. Which is fine. I prefer that to whatever you were planning on doing when you came in here. I came to harass Ryan. I came to harass Radical Coder, but he's just such a nice guy. Such a charming, fun guy with a great stream and a great chat. Instead I started memeing and hanging out with his audience. That's the story of Ryan Lopez. Coffee or tea? I already had 2 cups of coffee. Well, I think I'm gonna make some coffee soon. GOP silent as Mormon church criminal identified as ultra MAGA Trump supporter. Let's see. MAGA silent as Mormon church criminal identified as ultra MAGA Trump supporter. Brian, calm the hell down. All right. Cast a spell on him. Oh my god. LDS shooter wore a shirt that said "Make liberals cry." Is that real? That's crazy. Third cup of Joe, Jane, them, they. You are caffeined out, Nicody. You know what? I'm gonna get some coffee real quick. So let's um I feel like I'll just throw on some Umbreon music. The Umbreon song. That is a banger. We love the Umbreon song.
Umbreon, dog with the long mane, short legs, but he top of the game. Eyes glisten, got that midnight flame. Tail wagging, bringing joy, no shame. Umbreon, Umbreon, heart so strong with you, I know I belong. Running through the night till dawn, life's a party, you my favorite song. Cruising the block, Lil King on the scene. Got that flow, smooth fur, look at me. In a world of pain, he's the serene Umbreon, always chasing the dream. Umbreon, Umbreon, heart so strong with you, I know I belong. Running through the night till dawn, life's a party, you my favorite song. Lil Coder in the house, bring the vibes. Umbreon's my dog, we live 9 lives. Code it up, roll it up, no disguise. Real recognize, real love never dies. Umbreon, Umbreon, heart so strong with you, I know I belong. Running through the night till dawn, life's a party, you my favorite song. Umbreon, Umbreon, heart so strong with you, I know I belong. Running through the night till dawn, life's a party, you my favorite song. Coder in the house, bring the vibes. Umbreon's my dog, we live 9 lives. Code it up, roll it up, no disguise. Real recognize, real love never dies. Umbreon, Umbreon, heart so strong with you, I know I belong. Running through the night till dawn, life's a party, you my favorite song.
That's such a banger song, dude. What a great song. All right, I've got my cup of cold brew, and I've freed Umbreon into the ether. Wiener dog. That's true. That's true, Trip Trip. That's a good point, actually. Ryan Lopez says, this is riveting, like a pair of Levi jeans. Yeah, wiener dog music. Or sheet metal. Donna in Austin, Texas says, wieners rule. You know what, Donna in Texas? You rule. Thank you for being here, Donna in Texas. Hi, Nuxus. Man, your bright-ass colors. Look at all these beautiful colors you guys have. What a diverse cast of characters we have in our chat, huh? Diversity is truly our strength, unironically. So many different colors and creeds. Do you have Halloween plans, Ryan? Do you do now, since you're not a practicing Mormon? I always celebrated Halloween. I don't know if we weren't supposed to. I don't know. Yeah, I always did. But yeah, I think. I don't know how specific my plans are. I guarantee I will have something to do for Halloween. I don't have a plan like for a I don't know if we're having a party here or if like I'm gonna be going to parties. Might even go to. I might actually go to Orlando. Now that I think about it. You guys hear that yelp? Umbreon is fighting with a cat. You shouldn't fuck with that one. He's gonna get his ass kicked. Yeah, I might go to Orlando. I don't know. Saw a small dog Chucky costume. It was pretty scary. Yo, small dog Chucky costume. I've seen some really cute ones. That is so good. Oh, it's perfect for Dachshund too. Look at that. That could be my boy. That could be my boy. Okay, I'm going to find out about Atlas. What does that mean? Enjoy your stream. I will. Thank you, Nuxus. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Doxy.us. How have I not even heard of this website? What the fuck? This is so cute. Dude. I like Halloween, but Samhain is the actual holiday it's based on. I don't know anything about that. $40. You guys gotta support the stream so I can get cute costumes like this for Umbreon. I have the lobster costume, but I don't think we're gonna do anything. Let's look at the Halloween costumes. This one, it's a Pikmin. I think I have this one actually. I think it's probably too small for him now. I like that it looks like an apple, but it's like a Pikmin, right? I mean, I guess Pikmin don't have stems, so I guess it's more apple. That's cute. Literal wiener dog. McDonald's, that's crazy. Yo, A cab includes this guy. Oh, here's a lobster. This must be what Donna was talking about. That's pretty cute. Kind of scary looking. Serving fries. Umbreon, my dog. He serves up fries. These are cute. Cute dachshunds. I want the puppies. Doc Lion. The snowman's pretty good. Little superhero dog. That's cute. Samhain is a Gaelic festival, festival marking the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, traditionally celebrated from October 31st to November 1st. It is associated with honoring the dead. Okay. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. The more you know. Another really funny one. It's two people where the dog body is a pumpkin. I see the pumpkin here. That's cute. A little basketball one. Oh my god. A little prisoner. It's a time when the veil between living and dead is thin. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that sounds like it would be... Oh my god. This dog is adorable. Look at that pretty dog. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at those fuzzy ass ears. Adorable creature. Okay. Enough. Let's check out this the Michigan shooter thing. Was Thomas USA Today. USA Today. Come on. All right, CBS. We knew obviously he hated people of the Mormon faith. We knew that. You don't know that I'm using an ad blocker. I'm not even using an ad blocker. I'm just using a browser that has like some ad blocker things. Okay, I'll fix it next time. There we go. This is all September 29th. Did we have more information? Do they have an Uncle Sam costume for Umbreon? Maybe. I guess we're going back to this. Uncle Sam Dachshund costume. Sort of. He would hate this. He hates America. It's one of our biggest conflicts between me and Umbreon. He's extremely anti-American. I'm extremely pro-American. He actually voted for Trump. Even though he was 3 months old? 4 months old during the election. Ryan, do you ever watch any of the Crusoe the Dachshund videos? Nope, I'm about to. Crusoe the Dachshund. Oh my god.
Alright guys, we're gonna go do some errands. You guys be good. No bad behavior, no junk food, and no takeout.
We're ordering pizza, right?
Very cute. Ben Thorpe. Ben Thorpe, look at your green ass name. You got a member. You got gifted a membership. How do you feel about that? You said it. Yeah, thank you. Yes, you did. Yeah, we see that. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for the narration as well. I hope you enjoy your emotes. You get some cute emotes. You got Baby Umbreon one. You got Rubik's Cube, Sip and Squirtle. Lots of cute emotes. Time for him to lift himself up by the paw straps. That's what I'm saying. Happy to be a member of your channel. Well, thank you. Make sure you renew your membership after the gift ends then. So you can continue supporting the channel. Don't just say it with your words. Support. Put your money where your mouth is, Benjamin. How did Grace's debate go? I didn't watch it. I heard good things though. I heard people were saying she did well. Ryan, do you think it's possible that you're not really a liberal? I literally don't identify as a liberal. I have no money. That's okay, Ben. I know. I literally identify as like left of liberal. Like I'm a leftist. So I do in fact think it's possible that I'm not really a liberal. Or a leftist? Probably not. I probably am a leftist. I'm pretty confident about that. He needs that. We need that. Needs a channel and call it Chronicles of a Hall Pooper. True. He's getting better. He hasn't pooped in the hallway in a little while. Unless he's out there pooping in the hallway right now. Which I guess is possible. I think you're maybe a self-loathing conservative. Maybe. Tell me more about that theory of yours. Okay, this dog is beautiful, but this is cute, but I don't think it's I don't think it's my I don't think it's content made for me. It is adorable though. Like that's a beautiful dog. Both of them are beautiful, but like that's if I was gonna get another dachshund, like this would be the color. This would be like Espeon. Can you name a leftist position that I hold? Universal healthcare, economic democracy, for starters. Egalitarianism. A consistent critique of hierarchy. Good morning, Jelly. Good to see you. Often it's a very long path before discovering what the left even is. True. Being on the left isn't something most people discover by accident. Yeah, for sure. Also, again, good morning, Jelly. Billionaires spend more than $1 billion on anti-communism propaganda. True. Demands universal health care, military out of U.S. cities, Epstein files released, trials started, impeach Trump, impeach fascists, 4-day work week. I think Renee is on point with this, by the way. I support this. This is immediate, yeah. I think this is a good list of demands. Universal housing, healthcare, food, jobs, etc. Yeah, for sure. Universal healthcare is a centrist position outside the U.S. Yeah, I agree with that. But here it's not. Yeah, exactly. In the USA, universal healthcare is a left position. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Most countries view universal healthcare as a given. I agree. So next would be housing. Yeah. Yep. Housing, jobs, food. Always great to see you, Jelly. Thank you for joining us. You think housing should be socialized? To some degree. Yeah. I think people should have I think there should be some form of guaranteed housing. I don't know exactly what that should look like. I'm open to discussion about that, but I believe that housing is probably, to some degree, should be a human right. When you say housing should be run by the government, like, short answer, yes, but not not all of it. Like, like we don't have to run. They don't have to run every kind of housing. Like it's such a. But like, there should be some baseline. Like people should have access to housing. Do you have any idea how many fucking homeless people there are in the United States? How many homeless people are in the United States? Like, it's a lot. It's more than like a couple. Here, like almost 1 million. 771,000 people experience homelessness in the U.S. On a single night in January 2024. This is the most recent national count. Well, allegedly. Let's Google it for a better one. I feel like the AI is probably a little out of date. Wait, this is a sponsored link. I feel like I don't trust a sponsored link for homelessness stats. Here we go, 2025 edition. Homeless counts are at a record high. Demand for homeless services is on the rise. Resources are insufficient to meet demand. Homelessness is increasing among vulnerable groups. Demographic disparities persist. Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of homeless people. I don't like that. I don't like it. Have you ever been have you ever been in a place that is like has a lot of homeless people? Because I have, and I've lived in like multiple places with a lot of homeless people around, and it fucking sucks. Like, you know, I'm not necessarily on the like, oh, homeless people are terrifying thing. Although some of them are, to be clear, some homeless people are fucking scary. But like, most of the time, it's just like it's depressing. Like it's fucking misery in inspiring. Like you walk around seeing all these homeless people, and it's like, well, damn. Like this fucking sucks. My whole day's fucking ruined because I'm just walking around seeing these like desperate, like unhoused people. Like not to put it as like a selfish thing, but. Yeah, we love jelly. Yeah, it shouldn't be the way it is. People can't have houses that are empty, holding for value and not for housing people. Companies should not be able to own 40% of the housing market. Those are problems. Capitalism is useless without regulation. I agree. Ben says, all people think people should have housing. Nobody advocates for homelessness. That's debatable. I mean, if you have no, like, if you don't want to do anything about it, then, like, I mean, you might as well be advocating for homelessness, right? You guys are so sweet. The right propagandizes poor people on the right with cultural issues, and they hold those so clear they will uplift rich a-holes instead of each other. True. Also, U.S. homeless is undercounted because many are with parents. Also probably true. The difference is the left has policies to do it. Exactly. Renee's cooking. Yeah, someone yelled at Lauren earlier. Not here. Okay. And it wasn't me. I didn't yell at her. Not yet. The right talks about how they hate homeless people and want to off them with injections. Literally, yo, can we be so for real right now? Brian Kilmeade, homeless. Let's just.
One of Fox News homeless about the murder crimes.
If you or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Just kill him. This is what Fox News, mainstream media host Brian Kilmeade thinks we should do with homeless people. Let's run that back.
I'm going to give you or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
He says, just kill him. Just kill him. That's his take. I don't think that's the leftist position. Being against homelessness is not a leftist position. Again, debatable. The left would put people in housing. Exactly. What does the right do? Well, they advocate to shoot them with jabs that kill them. Which you don't want to be homeless. I don't want to be homeless. Watched a bit of a video where a private equity company brought up a trailer park, and now people can't afford the lot their trailer is on. They keep raising the rent in them. Wild. Yeah, the left aren't against homelessness. They just would do something about it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. One solution to the problem of homelessness is to restore institutions that used to house and take care of the mentally ill. I don't even disagree with that, but they have to be like ethical institutions. Well, potentially. It depends on the nature of the institutions. The people who are against homelessness are the no's who built unfriendly spikes under ledges, etc., to make it so they can't sleep anywhere. True. True. Trailer parks are one of the last places of traditional affordable housing. Also true. I think Republicans are more mentally ill than homeless people. Probably true. So we're putting right-wingers in first, then doing homeless? Maybe. Oh. My bad. Chat broke. It's fixed. Spam the chat. Spam the chat. Here's the spam icon. Spam, spam, spam. Ben says leftists also believe in killing the poor. What do you think abortion clinics are doing? Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Did we not, was there not a really key word that Brian Kilmeade used in his, I think he said involuntary lethal injection. He said involuntary. Literally against their will, like definitionally. Poor people deciding to get abortions is a very different thing. Homelessness causes mental illness is another right reactive approach instead of proactive. Yeah. Do you think drug addicts who are homeless are pure victims, or are they somewhat to blame for their situation? I'm not really concerned with that. Abortion is involuntary. Forced birth would be involuntary. It just depends on whose perspective you're centering. Do you think drug addicts who are homeless are pure victims? Yeah, I just don't care about like pure victims. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Pure victim. Pure victim. It's like a nothing statement. Like I don't care. I'm not concerned about homeless drug addicts because of their victims or not, because because they chose to be homeless drug addicts or not, or they made bad choices to lead them there or not. Like, sure, they probably did. They probably made bad choices. Hit stiff after that debate from the other day. Renee, they have already been priced out of the average person's affordability range due to all the hype. Ben says most homeless are either drug addicts and or mentally ill. I don't even know if that's actually true. It is a huge percentage though, but I don't know if it's most. What percentage of homeless? Let's be more unhoused people. I like that phrasing actually. Are drug addicts or mentally ill? I've heard different numbers on this. Yeah, true, Ben. Do you think you're a... Yeah, 1/3... let's see. So there's probably a lot of overlap between these two, but 30 to 40 with alcohol use, 10 to 15 with drug use. And the drug use probably also has overlap with the alcohol use, right? I mean, alcohol is a drug, but that's obviously they're discerning there. But like the people who have drug use are probably also drinking, or and some of the ones that are drinking are probably also doing drug use. Drug addiction isn't always someone who made that choice. You can get addicted in other ways. That's true. Yeah, also true. Do we believe that housing should be tied at all to economic success? Having a house, or like owning a house, maybe, but like living in a house, no. Living under a roof, having a roof over your head, no. I don't think so. I don't think so. War on drugs, the right-wing defunct war. True. So, and the war you're keeping us in? Ew. So all the people living in cars, vans, are drug addicts. Nope, try again. Yeah, exactly. Imagine complaining about poor people using drugs. Also true. How many packs a day are you at, Ben? By the way, just a side note. It's okay that rich people live in mansions. I don't care. I don't care about mansions, yeah. I don't mind if rich people live in mansions. Maybe I should. I could be convinced to be more concerned about it. Shows videos of Elon with his eyes spinning. Elon did that whole, I'm selling off my houses and living in a boxable. He was actually staying with a friend of his that lives here. His name is John, and he has a podcast. Crazy work. What is a boxable? I'm in the process of quitting smoking. Good for you, Ben. All right. Love that for you. I hope it goes well. Tell that stupid shit to history and those poor visionaries that stole land they didn't belong to. Oh, true. Also a good point. Yeah, even when I used to, I never smoke. I was never a cigarette smoker. If I'm drunk and there's like a pretty girl who shares a cigarette with me, I will. Like that's like my weakness. But like I used to smoke a lot of hookah. I used to be a big hookah fan, which is also not good for my lungs. Do not. Indigenous Peoples Day coming up. True. That is literally how you get got. You think I'm joking? Wait, what do you mean? Yeah. Oh, the smoking with. Look, listen. I'm talking like once in a fucking blue moon, but I understand what you're saying. Cigarette addictions will creep up on you and snatch you up. No, I hear you. Seriously. No, I respect what you're saying. And I agree. I'm just suggesting anyone who thinks about it, just don't. Yeah, that's true. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, I had an uncle who had lung cancer. Nasty work. Nasty work. It was a terrible way to go. Seriously horrifying. Yeah, I imagine it takes most people more than a year. After I knew I wanted to, after I started spending money and time trying to, sure. Glitchin says, I honestly quit cigs pretty easily. I thought it was going to kill me, but after the first 48, I would actually only would want when I smelled it. Sure. Also good to see you, Glitchin. Good morning, KO Dave. Ben says, I think people smoke, drink, and do drugs because they want to, not because they can't quit. I mean, can it be kind of an overlap of those things? Can't they like want to, and that like their desire to want to do it is overriding their desire to quit, at least in the moment? I think if you smoke a couple cigs once in a great while, you're not going to get addicted. I think some people have innately addictive personalities in some respect. I do have sort of an addictive personality. It's really easy. Like I go through like addiction phases, I guess. But I mean, man, I can quit things cold turkey like pretty easily if they're just not like around me. I have like no object permanence. Like I want a white Monster right now, but I don't have one. And I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna drink this cold brew. I do need caffeine though, I guess. I definitely probably have a caffeine addiction. I do like smoking cannabis, but I'm kind of glad I don't have any. No, let me let Umbria know. Come on. No. You coming in? Here, want your ball? Want your ball? You want your ball? Go get it. I'm kind of glad I don't have any because I feel like I wouldn't want to stream while high. I don't know if I'd like that. I get like social anxiety when I'm high, but I like spending the time like internally, you know. So many people end up drug dependent because of pain therapy after an accident or surgery. These things get tricky when talking about addiction. Yeah, absolutely, Jelly. Good point. Great point. All those substances are relatively easy to quit. I mean, like, not for everyone, I guess. Like, clearly. Glitchin says, Ben has an infantile understanding of humans. It makes sense he would think that. That's what Glitchin says. It's easier to not pick up than stop. Sure. Like, addictive personality equals loser with a victim mentality. Okay. I mean, that's your perspective. You don't want to drink those too, by the way. What, White Monsters? The fuck I don't. The fuck I don't. I love those things. I do want to drink those. Monster stuff is not good for you. I'm not saying it's good for me, but I don't know. I'm not convinced it's like bad necessarily either. I just, everything in moderation. I wasn't drinking them in moderation. I was drinking them every day. There's been times where I drank like 1 or 2 a day, and that's too much. But it's usually 1 a day. If your body is physically addicted, you will get physically ill trying to quit. Near death with full alcohol addiction, so you need medical help. Yeah, for sure. Renee says, I think it's really important to know what the risks and all that are before engaging any of that. I agree. Yeah, alcohol. Yeah, alcohol is also very scary. Ben says, Ryan, do you think people your age with close relationships with pets are maybe substituting the pets for children because they're failing reproductively? I mean, that might be true for some people. Maybe it's true for me. I don't know. I feel like if I wanted to go get someone pregnant, like, I feel like I could. I feel like it wouldn't be that hard, to be honest. Like, I feel like I've got a shot, you know, but I'm not, I don't know. It's not like at the top of my list right now. I do have a date tomorrow, but I don't think either of us are really interested in having kids, so we'll see. Maybe we'll change our minds. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, there's a hereditary component to addiction as well. I mean, all these millennials are just wasting their energies having fake relationships with animals. You think it's a fake relationship? It doesn't feel fake. That's my buddy. Ben, do you think a man your age is substituting a job for an online personality? That's a good question, Glitchin. Very good question. You're saying they want children but have not been able to find the right animal. Do you think a relationship with a pet is a genuine relationship? I think so. I mean, I wouldn't encourage people to only have relationships with their pets. Like people should have like friendships and, you know, romantic interests and family and all that. I think what he means is the kids don't seem to be working as hard as I did. Maybe. Glitchin says, it's more genuine than the relationships you have been. Ignore me all you want, though. Ben says, that's what I meant by reproductive failure, not that you can't biologically reproduce. No, I'm not. I understand what you're saying as well. That's not what I was saying. I'm not saying that, like, physically I have the capabilities to biologically reproduce. Like, that's a whole separate claim. I mean, like, if I sought that out, I feel like I could find somebody who would want to do that. I feel like that wouldn't be that hard. I feel like I'm kind of a charming guy. Kind of a, you know, I've worked with kids a lot, taught kids how to code. I'm good with kids. I feel like if I sought that out, if I made that like my priority, I feel like I could probably like get someone popping out some kids sooner than later, you know. Is it just me, or does it seem like Ben just has beef with life and wants us to suffer with him? I don't think you're far off there. I've gotten that feeling in the many years now. The what is it? Almost 3 years now I've known Ben. Do you think you can have a genuine relationship with a fish or an iguana? I think my relationship with my dog is way different than like that with a fish or an iguana. I think we're just closer in like species, like. We're closer relatives. We just have a lot more in common. We have a lot more like similar organs and stuff, you know. Like we go. There's a closer common ancestor, a few million years, give or take. I might be having that interaction right now. Some boomers are fighting for us in the streets right now, defending America. True, and we love those boomers. Thank you, thank you. Salute the boomers who are fighting, defending America from the fascists right now. W Antifa boomers. anti-fascist boomers. Have a good day, Glitch, and thanks for hanging out. Cost of housing, climate change, and losing your home all have to do with starting families. Quit making it a one-dimensional argument. True, Nicody. Do you think a person could have a healthy sexual... Jesus Christ. No? Why not? I don't think animals can comprehend like what that means. And you should probably... Not being able to comprehend that is... Like having comprehension of that experience is like part of informed consent, which I think is valuable for those sorts of relationships. What a weird-ass question, though. If the pet relationship is genuine, I don't think that's the next level. I think the next level is buying him treats. Like toys. You're such a weirdo. Mohammed spamming goats is fucking hilarious. Good to see you, Mohammed. Thank you for your goat spam. We all know that pets have evolved, been bred to fake human emotions in order to get resources from them. Well, it's working. It's working because I want to give him resources. Yes, I'll feed you whenever you need. And I'll give you balls to play with. Like this one, which he's ripping apart, which is not actually a dog toy, but whatever. Wonder why they have problems running the government. Yeah, true, KO Dave, yeah. You're not open-minded. My bad, Mohammed. Why are you so interested in Ryan's boys and their boys' life, Ben? True. Do you think your dog has consented to being your pet? No, I don't think so. Yeah, for real. Curious. Your dog doesn't love you. We all know that animals aren't capable of human love. Okay. I can live with whatever love he has for me. I vibe with it. I don't know. I don't care what you call it. Like, that's my boy. Mohammed says no such thing as love. Mohammed, are you okay? Do we need to talk? Are you okay? Did something happen? Okay. Me and Umbreon need to visit you soon, man. I promise we're going to. Support the stream. Support the stream. By the way, you guys can support the stream. I haven't even shilled very much today, but you can support the stream with donos, memberships. We love memberships. I just Zell. Yo, if you want to Zell me for the stream, support the stream. Support the dream. We love Mohammed support. Are you still online from last night or is this morning time? It's morning time. I slept for like 4 hours. Also good to see you, Time Cap. Do you think the cat was like, yeah, leave me with all these other cats? Or I was like, I want my own house and catio. What, you orphan? What do you think is happening? No. It's not for you. No one wants to hang out with you. Okay, actually, that's not true. Everyone was hanging out with him. A man in South Carolina was arrested for having too close of a friendship with a particular horse, went to jail, did his time, got released, and was rearrested for continuing that friendship with the horse. Wild. Is his name Vosh? Ryan, in what way is your relationship with your dog different from what your relationship would be if you were a single father? I feel like I would have to like focus on school and like raising another human being. Like my dog's like, he's like a year old, right? He's pretty much like grown. Like he's going to keep learning things, but like the nature of his life is not going to change all that much for the rest of it. Like he's going to continue to go on little walks. He's going to continue to get a bowl of food. He's going to continue to get little snacks and treats and toys. Like there's not going to be like an evolving, like he's not going to go to college. He's not going to date. He's not going to have relationships with other people necessarily, like maybe like friends and family that like take care of him sometimes. feel like there's just a lot of big differences. Yes, Renee, this is a great point. This is exactly what Ben does too. Yeah. Just derails the entire combo with nonsense. Yeah. All I want to do is drink my coffee and chill, but this wacko with a microphone just wants to blather up being disgruntled. I'm not disgruntled. Ben Thorpe, aka cringy weirdo. Do you see your dog as family? Yeah, to some degree. You said the T word, now you gotta give him one. Maybe. He has been quiet for a moment, so yeah, you quiet boy. These are his favorite beef liver. They fucking stink, by the way. The nastiest thing. Let me see. Yo, I did receive that. Thank you, Mohammed. I did receive that. Was that a test one? Is there a bigger one coming? Not that I don't appreciate it. If a vet said your dog needed a 5K surgery, would you consider euthanizing it? I would be live streaming for the next fucking 3 weeks straight, raising money to pay for it. I would do whatever I could. I'd be reaching out to family, asking for support if I had to. I would be going hard as fuck to make sure I could raise that money. Yeah, there's also pet insurance. Not you, Ryan. Well, I'm the one, like, here in this environment. I'm the one with the microphone. You know, what if the bill was 50K? Well, I'd be streaming a lot harder. But I mean, there's a world, like there's a point where I'd be like, if I just physically like couldn't pay the bills, then like I mean, it's gonna happen one day. Like I mean, I would be miserable. I hate this hypothetical. It's kind of depressing, but yeah, universal puppy care will be awesome. True. Like there's a point where obviously. Do you think the government should provide healthcare for pets? Maybe like a public option for pet healthcare? I'd be open to that. It is just a waste of everyone's time. Yeah. Here we go. Ben, you got a fan. Michelle says, what if I gave you no choice and you had to do a bad thing? Would you do it? Like, yeah, I guess, maybe. Ryan, would you adopt an orphan kid from a MAGA home so you could re-educate the kid? I'd rather not. But I mean, I guess I'm open to it someday. Let's start with taking care of people before we do pets. Yeah, for sure. Yes. Obviously, this would be a next step. Like, let's do universal healthcare, make sure that's working, and then we can move on to a public option for pets. I agree. Ryan would start Bingo Bus streaming, and I would quickly be a poor happy girl. Yeah. Thank you, Jelly. Yo, Mohammed with the second donation. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, buddy. Seriously appreciate that, King. You're the best. You think that taxpayers should be forced to pay for the veterinary services of fish, iguanas, snakes, and I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm saying like we should focus on human healthcare first. But like if we get healthcare for everybody and like that's working well, and then we like want to expand the program, like I don't know that I'd start with fish, iguanas, and snakes and shit. There'd have to be a lot of limits. Like I'm just toying with the idea. We just prevented declawing statewide in California. It could be done like that. Maybe that's cool. That's probably a good thing. Yeah, ants even. Yeah, universal healthcare for ants. Clearly, pets are an unnecessary luxury. I mean, that's one way to put it. Like thinking. Renee is so on point in acknowledging that like people like Ben and Joseph These guys they just come to derail and like go off on insane tangents. And like my ADHD like is like I'll dive down whatever crazy ass rabbit hole, you know? Which is why I'm probably like prime rib for these folks. I gotta assert my boundaries more. To be fair, they would have separate insurance programs. True. How do electric eels communicate? I don't know. You tell me, Mo. Especially fish, iguana, and snakes. All are edible. Vet last. Barbecue first. Ryan, that is an insane position. Okay, I don't care. Coming from you, Ben. Like I'm not that concerned. Pets aren't a luxury, they're family. God, you're such a joy killer. True. Do you think people have the right to pets? In the sense that the government shouldn't block people from owning pets. I mean, certain pets, maybe. Like, I think it's encompassed under other rights. So, yeah, to some degree. But it'd be like is it a negative right where, like, the government wouldn't be able to... Like, it wouldn't be a positive right where the government has to provide you a pet. I wouldn't support that. That's a different thing. But you know what? There might be some programs for like the government could support and like helping people get matched with like pets that are up for adoption, that are like maybe some government program to help travel between states and stuff to like move animals that might be a good fit for someone across the country. I don't know. I might be open to programs like that. Engage to a point, but at some point it's a literal waste. Yeah, I hear you. He wants us to suffer, for real. More nonsense to spew than we have issues to fix. Yeah. That's so real. If we just fix the issues, then they can spew their nonsense. True. I don't think we should have to pay for rich government officials' healthcare nor their infrastructure for the tax-abated Amazon warehouses. Maybe. Leftists currently see pet culture as capitalist bourgeois excess. Correctly. I think some leftists do, and there's some degree of pet culture that I might even share a critique like that of. But I mean, just having a dog, like I don't think that's what people are concerned about. If a loony calls you crazy, that's a good sign. True. Stop engaging, Ryan. Maybe. I'm not going for too much longer anyway. Once they get AI a bit better, chatting is going to be tricky. Yeah, actually, that's a good point, Renee. Good morning, Joe Cool. Good to see you, buddy. We love Joe Cool. I hear what you're saying, Ben, here. I mean, I don't think this is a good faith argument you're making, but like there's something, it's not just pets. Like there's a lot of things. It's weird to just target pets in this critique. And I don't think you're doing it in I think you're just trying to be like a pest, which you are successfully. But again, I have a high tolerance, so We can laugh at him. Everyone laugh at Ben. Yeah, good morning. Animals only have negative rights, 0 positive rights. Yeah, probably true. Well, would it be a positive right to I guess it would be a negative right to prevent like animal cruelty and stuff. I was laughing at the don't exchange. Like Ryan is not going to jump headfirst into the exchange. Yeah, you guys got the wrong guy. I'm sorry. Any one of you can one guy me. All right. Enjoy being able to one guy me easily while the chat's small. Okay. Because this channel is going to the moon. And it's gonna be a lot harder for me to read all your chats. People spend a couple $100 on their pets to make their life better, and you're crying about it. Yeah, exactly. Cynthia, dogs eat better than I do. Do you think kids should have to go through a critical thinking class every year in school? Because it's obvious the right doesn't get that all issues don't boil to the blame game. Ooh, interesting point. I would support like a critical thinking, like philosophy style, like something like that. Yeah. Correct. You did. I didn't see the answer. Did somebody get the right answer? I don't understand the meme. Are you smiling yet? Do you have a laugh for us today? Joe does have the best laugh. I'm just shaking my head. I don't blame you. No, you can't commit animal abuse. It's a crime. Yeah, exactly. Ben has a point. You think so, Mohammed? We both are fairly tolerant, but I'm way more tolerant than you, Ryan. I don't know about that, Ben. Angelica, I did just laugh. I don't even remember what Ryan said to get me smiling. Aw, Joe, that makes me smile. I'm good, Ben. Yeah, I appreciate the offer. Dave says I would pay for Ryan to ban you before debating you. I'm not taking call-ins right now. Wait, didn't you just become less tolerant by limiting his ability to be tolerant? Wow. What's up, Neo Starling? Good to see you, buddy. Good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. I'm just happy Joe isn't arrested. Electric pulses is how electric eels communicate, by the way, in case. I was wondering. Now I know. If you want your channel to succeed, you need to get out of your insular bubble. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to, Ben? You know me I feel like you know me way too well to write a comment like that in my chat. That's so silly. Cutting people's SNAP benefits is evil. Complain about that. You voted to take food out of poor people's mouths. True. The North Korean government banned its citizens from having dogs as pets. Yeah, fuck that, dude. I don't want to be North Korea. If there's anyone who's not in a bubble, it's Ryan. Seriously. Like, that's such a wild accusation. Ben says you're a loser, Ryan. You'll never succeed, and we all know it. Well, I guess we'll see. Coming from you, Ben, who's been in the game as long as I have, and you didn't take any breaks, and you told me earlier you couldn't even afford to give me a membership. I could get a Kick membership. I could get a membership to your channel right now. Thanks to all the loving support from my lovely fans. So, kind of feels like one of us is maybe succeeding more, actually. As Ben is in chat, he's like, break your bubble, yeah. Ben, being anti-Ben is a bipartisan effort in my chat. Neo Starling says, chilling, just working. Ryan, what are your thoughts on practical skills being taught in school? For example, changing a tire, learning how credit works at an early age. I'm super for that. I think it's great stuff. I've actually always argued, I don't like the way that we divide out even like trade schools from university, like in such a rigid, like the dichotomy between those things, I think is really like negative on society. Like, I think that if you're in a trade school, like, you should have access to like math classes and philosophy classes and vice versa. Like, if you're in a university, you should have access to like welding class. I mean, I guess a lot of universities do, but yeah, I would like to see these things kind of melded more. I've said that for years. I've always wanted stuff like that to be. I think that would be a really good thing. I just really hate the way these things are so separate. I think it creates a lot of cultural problems too. That's unfair. Ben has Grace to add views. True. Grace has a lot of potential. Get arrested. Good mental exerciser. Yeah. Ben says, I will succeed, you will not. How do I know? I'm willing to pay you to debate you, and you say no. Make it make sense. You didn't offer me any money. How much are you offering? My Cash App's on the screen. If you want to make an offer, we can talk about it. There's also super chats. If you told me earlier you have no money, but now you're saying you're willing to pay. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Oh yeah, I saw that. Debbie Brockman got arrested. We should check out the video of that, actually. Is there a video or is it just pictures? Debbie Brockman. Oh, look, there's Grace.
What's your name? What's your name?
Debbie Brockman, I work for WGN. Let them know.
I got you. Yep. Do you guys want to share your names too, or just gonna cover your face?
Should we cover your face a couple years?
Oh my god.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Stop.
Good job. I hope
You are not welcome here. Alexia, let's go. No, this is some fucking bull.
What did she allegedly do? Oh, Jesus, dude. What the fuck? Why did they hit that car? What the hell? Why? It's not even moving. It's literally not even moving. Dude, what is up with these guys? That's so crazy. They were stuck between the curb? Maybe. That's crazy. Well, I mean, I see the curb, so maybe, but like they could drive up on the, they probably could drive up on the curb, right? Maybe there's stuff there. I guess we can't see the full angle. Still, like, what the fuck? In fairness, there are a lot of practical skills that should be taught by parents rather than schools. Probably. Ryan thinks the government should be our parents. Obviously, full Marxist insanity. I guess so. That's definitely what I've said here. Ryan, in what way do you differ from a Marxist-Leninist? I don't want like a vanguard party taking over the United States government. So that would be like a Marxist-Leninist, right? But I mean, I might be something of a Marxist. I don't know. I feel like I've heard a lot of stuff about Marxism. Like, I feel like a lot of the stuff that I say, people call Marxist, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, if that's what it is. Teach righties more critical thinking. You want $125? Wait, let's see. Joe will moderate the debate. Ben thinks he isn't going to get his money taken like a bitch. Give me that. Dave, I believe most parts don't know the first thing about being hands-on with most major things. That's why the right to repair is such a conversation for those who do have the know-how. True. Did you see the illegal immigrant in New York that had a commercial driver's license with no name given on a legit card from New York State? Is there an illegal immigrant in New York that had a commercial driver's license with no name given on the legit card from New York State? Let's investigate. Our chatters just offered to pay $250 for a debate. I'm willing to split it 50-50, and we can easily get a debate set up on Modern Day Debate. What do you want to debate about? I guess I'm open to it. Honestly, with peace and love, Ben, I feel like they could raise more. They could raise more. Rile up your chat to let's get $250 each, and I'll do it. All right. Of course you'll be there, Jelly. Yeah, what was she? Yeah, I want to know it. I also want to know what she was throwing. Is this the woman whose car they crashed into and then arrested? I don't think so. There's a dispute over status. New York DMV official told Fox News the license holder had federal employment authorization and that no name given can appear on federal documents for individuals with a single name. DHS counters that work authorization doesn't confer lawful immigration status. So it sounds like it's nuanced. Oh, it is? Okay, so they crashed into her car first. They know they're in the wrong. Oh, absolutely. I'm way behind in chat, by the way. I'm sorry, guys. Off topics for right-wingers, economics, abortion, vaccines, trans, mental health care, maybe. Thugs, absolute thugs. Not normal at all, very much not normal. Ben, as Ryan's attorney, I present a counter offer. 80-20 Ryan. I like that, Joe. I like your attitude. I think Joe's making a good point. True. We can debate whether pets should have government-paid health care. That's not really a fight I'm fighting for right now. I just like entertain the idea. It's not like a policy position I'm actively pushing for, so I don't know that I would take a strong position on it. That was her black vehicle. I was wondering what it did to that minivan to piss off so bad. Armored minivan. I guess so. You don't want a party that represents your views to take over the government? Not violently. I want to win elections. And it's capitalism. The $250 will go to the winner of the debate as determined by chat. Yeah, I'm good on that. Nah. Parents play a big role in how their kids are raised, but be mindful they spend so much time in school in their earlier, so the schools have to have some involvement. Yeah, for sure. I agree. He needs $5,000 for his dog. True. It's a luxury dog. He actually is. He needs fine things. Umbreon's gonna have a gold-plated litter box. True. This is why you are and will always be a failure. You want me to pay to give you a debate opportunity. Bro, you're the one begging. Who's getting the opportunity? You're the one begging. You don't think I could get it? You don't think I could go on fucking Modern Day Debate if I wanted to? I fucking ignored emails from James. I used to go on a show all the time. I probably have a better chance of getting on Modern Day Debate on a whim than you do. No one fucking wants you on their shows, Ben. Everyone bans you. I'm like one of the few people who lets you on to talk. And you're crying in my chat about it. Did he? I didn't even hear him whine. Ben wants you to put up 125, wants a popular vote determined by chat, and has a larger channel. Ryan is an idiot. He doesn't want to give you 125, wants to take it on a popularity. Yeah, I'm not putting up $125. No shot, dude. He's begging to make $125 right now. I was about to say that there are people that either have a single letter as a first name or their name isn't transferable in English, so you'll see no name given for unknown on docs. Yeah, that makes sense. Please do me the favor of banning me. Dude, you sound like an ex-girlfriend. Dude, have you guys ever gotten that text from someone? Like, please block me. Please block me. I can't do it. Like, that's what you sound like, dude. Like the stream, yes, even if you're still in bed like Allie. True. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, Allie. Good to see you. This channel sucks, and so do you. I know, Ben. It's okay. Don't ban him. I won't. Absolutely a garbage person in every sense. Bro's having a fucking fit, dude. Make him leave on his own? Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna jump in. Please stop me. Hold me back. That's you, Ben. Yeah. Ride says, don't ban him. He's too much fun to troll. Yeah, no, I'm good. I caught up with chat. Hell yeah. Good stuff, guys. Jelly says, please ban him. Listen, guys. I will absorb the capitalist mindset. What I see on other channels is that for $1 a minute, people ban each other. People have chatters banned, and I'm open to that. In fact, I'll offer a deal. I'll do 50 cents a minute for Ben. I'll do timeouts, 50 cent a minute timeouts for Ben. He has a budget. We have a rollback deal on Ben Thorpe bans, 50 cents per minute, $1 a minute for anyone else, but for Ben, wasn't he just crying about tolerance? Oh, now Umbreon's crying. You're making my boy cry, Umbreon. Or Ben. You're making my boy Umbreon cry. Bye, Ben. Have a good day, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. His daughter's on Kick begging for pennies to fix a $5 bike inner tube. They're pulling out all the stops. That's why he's here. Let's go. Let's go. $2.79 Canadian. I don't know what. Wait, how much is that in English dollars? 2.79 Canadian to US dollars. All right, that's 4 minutes. That's 4 minute timeout, Ben. I'm gonna do 5 minutes. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for supporting the channel. Feel free to donate to Time Been Out for Longer, if you so wish. We love our stream supporters. Nakoti says, I don't support paid timeouts. I mean, I might have some discretion. Like, there might be people who I would just say no. Like, I might. So if you guys donate to someone and I don't want to ban them, then I might. But I mean, I think it's fine. It's a 5-minute ban. And he already said bye, right? Dig deep, people. True. Like, he already said bye. So it seems like he was already leaving. Yeah, Michelle supported with her money. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for supporting the stream, supporting the dream. How much time out Radical Coder for 5 minutes? $10. For $10, I will mute myself for 5 minutes. Make it, yeah. Make it 20. Make it 20. $20. $20, and I'll mute myself because that's a big deal. That's I'm gonna lose viewership for that. Love things of Project 2025. Yeah, unironically, we have to do a Project 2025 to dismantle the Project 2025. We need something like that at least. Yeah, I gotta do 20. I gotta do 20 because again, I'm gonna lose if I mute myself for 5 minutes. I'm gonna lose a lot of viewership. So, do $20. $20 to mute myself for 5 minutes. That's the final offer. We've got about $2,500 in house stuff to do, and that's just the beginning of it. Do you watch the Thorpe streams? Last night's stream, Grace was asking for time alone, and Ben convinced her to never leave him. Jesus Christ. No, I don't watch Thorpe streams. I'll play music. I'll play some music during the mute. I got some AI slop. Yeah, I'm not interested in their streams really. I like once in a blue moon I'll like click on it when I see them live, and then I like almost always click off almost immediately. Yeah, trying to figure out the marketing strat. True. Nakoti says I have to do stuff. Well, we'll listen. There we go. We got some people promising to stick around. I also have stuff to do, so we're only streaming for another hour tops, probably less. We're probably going to stop at around noon. Before Joseph came in and wasted everyone's time, you guys were talking about organizing. The idea being there's different levels and stuff. That's true. There was a pretty heated conversation about the nature of like leftist activism, and it was it's a really good topic actually. When is noon? That's such a throwback, dude. You guys want to hear a funny story? Mohammed here was supposed to bring my roommate to work one day. And he told him he had to be there. He had to be at work at noon, and Mo showed up at like fucking like 12:30 or some shit. Like, and he's like, what? It's noonish. The sun's halfway in the sky, whatever. Goofy ass. I don't think I've ever watched their streams. I've only seen them on other people's panels. Like, you're not missing much, dude. Am I recalling that story correctly? You know, Matt actually messaged me recently, Mo. I think that's what we need to talk about more so we can get on the same page, and also there's frankly the need for organized and also disorganized efforts to resist. True. Yeah, true story. Word. It's a good one. It's a good tale. What was the moon thing that you were right about? This is where I challenge you now, Radical Coder. I'm listening. Is the challenge to avoid getting derailed and having more... That's okay. You can also one guy me, you know what I mean? Like, you also have the power, Renee. I was saying noon is when it's vertical shadow. He said noon is 12. Noon is 12. Noon is in fact 12. He was late to work because you didn't know noon was 12. We need to decide how to deal with fascists, and maybe that means they can't come on panels. I'm tempted. I feel like that would tie my hands a lot, unfortunately, because there just happen to be a lot of fascists on YouTube. Like, there's got to be a balance. I would say you don't debate fascists is a quick, hard line. I hear you. It's just, unfortunately, like, a lot of the people who are, like, big debate opponents in these spaces are probably fascists. So, again, it kind of ties my hands as a smaller creator, which is, you know, that's obviously a bigger problem. But I hear you. I think it is something that I want to weigh the pros and cons of more. I'll reflect on it. I will sleep on it. It doesn't literally mean the middle of the night. What, midnight? Oh, midnight. Yeah, true. Don't debate fascists. Second, I know they are a resort to MAGA level trolling. Yeah, I think maybe when we say don't debate, we don't necessarily mean don't talk to. 12 is midday, just like 12 is midnight. Thanks. that means 12. Yes, exactly. Maybe this is a sincere message. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's actually sincere. I'm sorry, Mo. I thought you were being sarcastic, but the left tried cancel culture already. Look where it got us. Did we? Did we? No, say you're a fascist and there's no middle ground to be had. Sure, I'll give you that. Mock them incessantly, ignore their responses. You need to learn their strategies, frankly, if you want to debate, because they aren't really debating you. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about that. That is definitely something that I'm unconscious of, and I am exploring like better ways to navigate these conversations. So I am very sympathetic to what you guys are saying. Crazy. Yes, you did. Y'all went crazy with it. Y'all? I don't know what do you mean exactly? Cancel culture is just people boycotting celebs, basically. Yeah, for real. Like, who got canceled? Okay, Dave. Who got cancel cultured? Do you have names? Because, like, Louis C.K. ended up selling out stadiums again, like, pretty quickly. Fucking Kavanaugh is on the Supreme Court. Trump is in office. I don't think anybody got canceled, realistically. So the second thing, I guess, to pivot, since I will beat the don't debate thing for a long time, is embracing our specialties. There's something to that. It wasn't a thing. I mean, like, I'm not saying it was never a thing, but, like, I feel like it's drastically overstated. But yeah, the right never stopped crying about it. That's for sure. Like, there are good reasons to quote unquote cancel somebody. Like, some people do weird shit. Like the whole everyone pulls up an example of, like, one example a lot of people reach for is the Aziz Ansari stuff. Aziz Ansari was fucking weird on that date, dude. Like, if you read that girl's story, like, if everything she said is true, then, like, he was fucking weird. And it was, like, not good. It was like a bad fucking look. Like, he should not have acted like that. This is in regards to building resistance right now, since no one is coming to save us. True. Jimmy Kimmel got his show back. True. Well, yeah. But, like, after a lot of pressure. It wasn't like a government thing that people got taken out. It was a grassroots thing. Yeah. It's just a culture war thing. Also, boycotting being conflated generally. I don't like the Aziz guy from the start. I liked his show. I thought Master of None was a really good show. I mean, his comedy, I could probably take it or leave it, but, like, I thought his show was good. But yeah, the story was crazy. Like, he was, like, way too, like, sexually aggressive with that girl who did, like, sounds like she did not give the signs that she wanted him to be like that, and she was in fact quite resistant to it. Donnie didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize. Uh-oh. Who replaced Charlie on his show? What? Oh, apparently JD Vance, right? JD Vance was streaming from his... Which is so fucking insane, by the way. Can we just like think about how crazy it is for the vice president to be live streaming from a fucking podcast, like because some podcaster got assassinated. Yeah, the fucking vice president, JD, fucking our vice president took over someone's podcast. Like this, such a what is going on? What an insane world. Mad world. A weenie dog? Are you a weenie dog? Come here, weenie dog. Oh, say hi to Uncle Mike. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was it. That was a shock. It's over for me. I'm about to get canceled. Say hi to Uncle Mo. He can see you. JD looks like an inflatable human. That's accurate. Trump, the person who actually got the Nobel Peace Prize, called me and said, "I'm accepting this in honor of you because you really deserved it." A really nice thing to do. Did he really say that? I didn't say then give it to me though. I think she might have though. She was very nice. Dude, he's so crazy. If that's real, that's wild. I can't tell if you're joking or not because it's just so believable. The left hates animals. Oh no. No. Not my boy. It's all a real quote? Jesus. The story I heard about the Aziz situation, the chick was a little out there herself. I mean, that article's still out there, right? Aziz Ansari, controversy, allegations, whatever. Here we go. Turned out to be the worst night of my life. Grace compares Ansari's sexual mannerisms to that of a horny, rough, entitled 18-year-old. She said so to her friends via text after the date. Said the same thing to me when we spoke. But Aziz Ansari is not an 18-year-old. He's a 34-year-old actor and comedian, global renown, who's probably done more thinking about the nuances of dating and sex in the digital age than practically anyone else. He wrote a book about it. Yeah, he really wrote a book called Modern Romance. It was a New York Times bestseller. Oh, this is not the whole article. Oh, this might be. Cut it out, boy. Let's see. I don't want to like read the whole article. I'm not interested in like actually going through the whole thing. I'm just trying to find the main details that made me feel that way about it. This is what I'm trying to tell you now. We need to build this thing now. The whole flood the zone thing. And these Republicans are all bowing to this logic. Yeah, you're right. Ride says Grace and Ben are going to be reviewing Ben's interaction with Radical Coder. I hope that's real. They're going to promote the channel. Thank you, Ben and Grace, for the promotional material. Scraping the bottom of the cask. I'm from South Carolina. State is from. You know how things go. Gaming can make a better world. TED Talk. This is the type of method for engagement we need. Maybe I'll check that out. They would ding you probably for watching that, but it's an important video to see. Oh yeah, TED Talks. Yeah. TED Talks. I actually got dinged for a TED Talk a couple years ago. I remember that. So I probably won't watch that one. Look at Aziz's replay of the date. Thanks Grace for looking good, and thanks Grace for looking good, and thanks Ben for nothing. True. It's real. She's on her way back to the apartment now to review it with him. I love that. Major Coder W. They're really desperate for content. Like I mean, look, I'm a guy. I'm a guy on the internet. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people know who I am. Grace looks good. I mean, she has before. I don't see her very often. Sometimes she does. Depends on the day, I guess. I don't think she's like ugly. Like, I'm not particularly interested, to be clear. For far more reasons than her looks, although that is it doesn't. I don't know. She's not really my type. TLDR, she is speaking to the time people invest in gaming. It is obviously incredibly substantial. There is the ability to utilize literal games or game mechanics to drive change. Here, I have an idea. Gaming can make a better world. We don't have to watch it. What we can do instead is copy the link address, throw it into my tool here to get the transcript. Open up Gemini. Build me a single file HTML5 app, colorful and interactive and fun and innovative and modern and cool. And hey, no sir. And transform the content of the following transcript into an interactive experience through the application. Can you guys hear my roommates, by the way? Oh no! Damn it. Damn, I just typed all that, now it's gone. Turn this transcript into a beautiful single file HTML5 app conveying the full topics and details and converting it into a interactive, colorful, innovative, visually stunning experience. I want to copy it this time so I don't lose it, but Canvas, let's go. Okay, now I can read your shots. Anyway, back to politics. True. For personnel, I need to stay unmentioned if I want her to be attractive. Yeah, fair. I'm going to food. Enjoy your food, Mohammed. Ryan, can you actually code? No offense to prompting. Yeah, I can. Yeah. So here we have the style. We have links that are reaching out to Google API to get fonts. We have scripts, so it's loading Tailwind CSS specifically, which has some JavaScript, but mainly CSS. Basically, this script imports the CSS into the file. We have the body, which is going to be the main outline of the application. Here we go. We have the container, which is going to be just kind of a building block. We have keyframes, so there's a fade-in component or like feature that we see potentially as we when this thing shows up, it kind of fades in. That's probably what that animation does. We have the card grids being outlined here. We have all the HTML stuff written, and then let's throw it on the JavaScript. So we have a sections object, which breaks down the content of it. So there's the vision, the epic win, which is like if we look here, we probably see the power of epic wins. The audacious vision. That's each one of these blocks translates to one of these objects here. So it has a key and then a title and the content of it, which is actually HTML code itself. Then we grab all those elements by their ID, and for each one we add an event listener, so that's what makes them click. Pretty cool. We also add an event listener to the modal buttons. So right here, so basically when I open up a modal like this, it identifies this X and makes it clickable as well, so it'll close out things. And there's also a key down, which I guess let's see what it does. Like, is it just for like navigating the page? Not sure exactly what that one's doing. Big beautiful file. True. Oh, also chat broke. Okay, chat is fixed. Yes, he can. Big, beautiful file. True. Fancy philanthropic file. I forgot how she was dressed. Wait. Oh, yeah, sure. See ya. Okay, so let's check it out. All right, obviously, we're not going to watch a video, but she says, I am Jamil. I'm a game designer. I've been making games online now for 10 years, and my goal for the next decade is to try to make it as easy to save the world in real life as it is to save the world in online games. Do you primarily know web dev stuff? I mean, I have a computer science degree, so I know how to code in Java and Python and like PHP. I also worked for Lockheed Martin for 3 years doing primarily web dev, but it was like full stack web dev. So I know how to handle databases. I know how to write like middleware to communicate between the databases. And I also know how to do a lot of front end like web design stuff, whether it's HTML, CSS, JavaScript. But yeah, I would say I'm pretty well versed in a lot of different areas of computer science. In my first semester of college, I took a Peachtree accounting class. It was MS-DOS. Interesting. Yeah, I did. I was a Lockheed Martin boy. Yep, 3 years. Before I graduated college, I was working there. I didn't get very much blood money. They super underpaid me. I was, like I just said, I was a full stack software engineer, like writing programs like by myself from scratch, basically. Like people would describe a piece of software to me, and I would build it entirely myself. On this tiny team, and I was paid like half of what a software engineer should have been paid at best. Like I was paid like a junior software engineer while I was like doing like complete full stack software engineer stuff, which was kind of shitty. Kind of one of the reasons I left. Although now I'm way more broke than I would have been if I'd stayed. So we'll see how that works out. Support the stream, please. Gift some memberships if you got it. We love that. We love gifted memberships. I see a lot of gray names in chat. We could fix that very easily. Of course, they underpay you. They're rich. That's how they're rich. Yeah, for sure. Like, there was a point where I was pushing specifically to, yeah, also like the stream. I was pushing to get like, I was like, hey, so like I'm doing software engineering, right? Like I looked at the description for the software engineer position. And I was like, hey, like this like kind of fits what I'm doing here. Like it's pretty much like exactly what I'm doing. And they were like, well, yeah, but that's classified differently or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you would have to pay me more. Like, yes, it is classified different. You would have to pay me more money. But it is, well, I am doing these things. So that was very frustrating. I think myself little command line programs using Go. It's very fun. That's cool. I did a little bit of Go programming very briefly on like a contract job I worked a couple years ago. Damn you, Go, Ryan. Which state were you in? Florida. I was in Florida. I left Lockheed to go to California. I moved to California in January 2020. And then I did a bunch of stuff for Scrimba. It's a pretty cool website. Shout out Scrimba. It's a I haven't been on their site in a while. Wow, it looks beautiful. Good for them. This is a really cool platform for learning how to code. They have like basically like you can watch a YouTube video where they teach you how to code a little bit, but you can like pause and interact with the code. So like, let's skip forward. See, I can hit play.
Icon in the bottom left corner, and then you'll get back to me.
Great
so
guy.
Go ahead and do this right now.
So literally, I can change the code right now, like hello Pear instead hello Ryan. Do I need to refresh it? Yeah, there we go. Hello Ryan. That's me. I hate this shit though. I was like, well, it's different for XYZ. It's like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm mad. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like in my workplace, I need to put my coffee in a bottle, but the office people can keep their coffee in the cup it comes in. But they work in offices where there's a bunch of papers to spill it over. That's ridiculous. What a dumb little rule. Anyway, Scrimba's cool. Highly recommend you guys check out Scrimba if you want to learn how to code. Lots of cool content. And in 2020, I made some content for them. I did the front end developer. Let's see. Practical math for front end. Is that what it is? Here we go. This is me. Weight. It's roll. Let's say we want to weight between 6 ounces and 20 ounces. That's me. 5 years ago. God damn. How time flies, right? Look at these. I've watched this for 6 minutes and 21 seconds. I can say this video is so underrated. I think it's the only video I liked about front-end web dev tutorial this year. I'm a kind of person who doesn't always hit that like button. Yo, look at these comments. I'm here for animating sprites images. This one's Russian. Hi, could you please recommend YouTube channels for beginner front-end developers to brush on their math skills or any other free resources? Okay, that's not really. This is such a sweet comment. Very important question. Which editor or IDE do you use? I love Visual Studio Code. I'm a big Visual Studio Code boy. I have been for years. I used to use Atom, and God, there were a few other weird ones that popped up. I also use I also use Vim. I use Vim commands in Visual Studio Code. but I'm still like kind of a Vim beginner. I'm increasingly comfortable in Vim, but a friend of mine used to write and do security for Dell. He literally had the keys to their everything. That's crazy. I should have rated you, Coder. I rated Grump and he's asleep. LOL. It's all good, JS. We're not going much longer anyway. I have to go take a shower and I'm going to lunch for a roommate's birthday. When you come to them being like, "Hey, I'm just a person, man," and they're like, "Well, we are too, so we can't treat you better." Yeah, for real. Great to have you here, Zeking, always. Thank you for the sentiment, though, JS. I appreciate that. But yeah, highly recommend. If you guys want to learn some like fun front end code stuff, this is a video I made 5 fucking years ago for Scrimba. Super cool, super pog. And again, like you see the praise. I'm gonna thank this guy. Finding this comment 3 years later warms my heart so much. Thank you at Found on YouTube, or thank you for the kind words. Love that. I finally am able to use Vim without friction. It's quite enjoyable. It really is. It is so fun. It is so, like, it feels so good. Like, the more comfortable you get with it, the better it is. There's like a there's a really good Vim interactive challenge. Is it this one, the interactive Vim tutorial? No, it's not that one. Is it Vim Hero? I don't think it's this either. There's a really good one. Oh, here we go. Vim Movement Speed Challenge. I love this. I haven't done it in a while, though. Click the start button to begin. Basically, the goal is to just get to the... I'm like way better than I was the last time I did this. Oh, I should have done a capital B there, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's wrong. Multiple words. Sorry, this is probably like super boring if you guys don't know what I'm doing, but for anyone who like uses Vim, this might be entertaining to see like how either adept or not adept I am. There we go. Trying to like use like better commands, but it's like hard to do it. Like I'm trying to like do it fast, so it's like, oh, wait, what's the I don't know the command to scroll up and down like by. Wait, did I finish? Oh no, I'm not done. Where's the last one? Oh. There's one more. Wait, where is it? There we go. Challenge complete. Score through. 133 better than the average. 96 better than the average. 75 better than the average. Okay. There we go. I ordered my mouse for a couple days to force myself to use the key binds. I read that as Keyblade for a second, which is crazy. Got any Halloween plans? Not explicitly yet, but we were brainstorming it earlier. Have you heard anything about Samsung's expansion in here in Texas? I have not. Vim is way easier when you just use one language. You don't need a ton of plugins. Oh, I'm sure. Oh yeah, JS said, I think you're all right for a libtard. I'll take it. It's a MySpace flashback. You need the thing that shows your key presses on screen so we can follow what you're doing. Oh, actually, I did vibe code a tool that does that at one point. I don't know if I can find it anymore. Maybe I'll make another one. But yeah, we were going to look at this thing that Renee mentioned. But it's also 12:05, so I'm probably going to bounce soon. Maybe we'll go over, we'll cover this first thing next time I go live. Which might be tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. So any final memes, guys? Any final memes? Let's do what let's see if we can vibe code what Distinction just described. So open up Gemini, create an on-screen keyboard that matches up with my own key presses. It can work as an overlay. I misplaced that, so I'll just make another. Literally, dude. Literally. Like, why not? Also, it's just so good for my brain anyway. Like, even as a as an actual coder, like I was always kind of a vibe coder. Like, I don't know. I feel like vibe coding is just like the natural next level for me, and it's so like the fact that I can still go in and tweak things manually, like, is just a cherry on top. Oh wow. Oh wow. Overlay and visually demonstrate my precise key presses in a fun, not interactive, innovative, colorful, engaging way. Single file HTML5 app using Tailwind and Vue CDNs. For those who don't know, Tailwind is a library that provides a lot of CSS, which is the styles of your web pages. So it's what makes all the colors and shapes look the way they do. And Vue is a JavaScript library that offers a lot of tools, so you don't have to write as much JavaScript to make web apps. We'll make this, and then so I'll answer any questions that get here before this is done, and then I'll play with it for a few minutes, and then we're gonna shut down. Make it an Electron app that's 350 megabytes for no good reason. I might make it into an Electron app later, but for now, I just wanted to get the front end interface prepared. Let me see. Yo, that's so clean. Look at that shit. That's beautiful, dude. Yo, this is going to be so cool to have on screen. I like that it's like different colors every time I press a button. This is sick. That's so cool. Okay. Major W for the stream. Crazy how good and fast that is. Seriously. Like, literally just threw this together in literally seconds. That's fucking awesome, dude. I'm actually super excited to add this to the overlay. Good morning, Cop Watcher. Love your Cosmo and Wanda colors. Don't type any passwords. True. Well, I usually don't type any passwords on stream anyway. W stream for sure. It has been. Check the code to make sure it's not sending your key presses somewhere. I mean, I'm not really worried about it from Google, but yeah. I mean, there's no like fetches or anything. It's all just basic like front end JavaScript. So wait, you just typed that in and made an app? Yeah, JS. Where the fuck have you been, dude? It's 2025. When do you sleep? I slept for 4 hours between the last stream and this one, and I slept for a while before the last stream. I usually sleep in between streams. Like, I mean, sometimes I go out with Umbreon and stuff. Like, but I sleep enough. I'm a sleepy boy. I almost didn't. Like, I woke up at 9 a.m. this morning, and I was like, ugh, I can't do it. I don't want to stream. But then I was like, you know what? The consistency is key. But yeah, literally, JS, like, you can do it on ChatGPT or Google Gemini or, yeah, for sure, dude. Seriously, like, even Grok. Grok's really good at it too. Like, if you prefer like Mecha Hitler, but like, yeah, I literally typed that. Like, here, I'll throw this prompt. JS, are you in my Discord? I'm gonna throw this in the prompt vault. I'm going to post a link to the Discord in case anyone is interested in joining who's not in here. Have you seen the Sora AI videos? So many crazy Michael Jackson. I've seen a lot of Sora videos. It's getting pretty wild. Does Umbread have a shot caller in case he isn't being a good stream prop for you? I've been thinking about it. He's so annoying sometimes. They started construction on it in 2022. Advanced Semiconductor. Oh, this is the Texas thing you're talking about? The Samsung expansion. Advanced Semiconductor Fabrication Plant. Initial investment $17 billion. Has grown to $40 billion. Plans to start operations in 2026. Interesting. Yeah, don't show passwords. Don't open the lolly drawings folder, etc. Basic stream etiquette. Yeah. I think I'll be okay. I'm not super worried about it. You gotta keep that shit in separate folders. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So pretty. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna add this to the overlay. Next stream, you guys are gonna see this is like a core feature of my on-stream overlay, and I'm gonna have to connect it to like a. I'll probably have to set up an Electron or like add a Python backend or something, so it actually reads my key presses like off. Like I don't have to like actually be interacting with the app, and it just like reads them from wherever I press them. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Who's streaming? Who are we sending you guys to? Do you guys have any preferences? Oh, poor boy, poor boy. He needs to go for a walk, huh? He needs to go for a walk, huh? I got you, buddy. Don't worry. Let's see. We got. Oh, Society X is live. I'll fuck with them. Should I say? You guys want to go to the Thorpes? No. Oh, they literally added me to their title. That's so funny. I'm not gonna send you there, obviously. Oh, DPO. Kelly's streaming. I'll send you over there. Looks like they just started too. You see MTG on CNN? I've seen clips of it. Do you organize 7 folders, Radical Coder? I have folders with folders on folders. I then have the folders squared. I use Obsidian. I'm not like it's not particularly organized, but I like. I'm it's getting more organized with the assistance of like AI. So I have I used to like when I had just like a few thousand files to organize, like back in the day when things were simpler. I'm gonna go click on that Thorpe stream and be repulsed and leave after 2 minutes. Literally that's once a month when I click on a Thorpe stream, that's what happens. But yeah, I saw clips of the Marjorie Taylor Greene thing. I didn't really get the full context. But yeah, I'm sending you guys over to the Don't Piss Me Off morning show. They had me on recently, a couple weeks ago, or like a month ago now, I guess at this point. It was a lot of fun. Highly recommend you guys subscribe to them. Tell them learning is radical in the chat. And also drink water and love yourselves and pet your dogs. And if you don't have a dog, get a dog. # get a dog. Okay, bye.